So another question. These are mostly just for me.
That's
if
fine.
Somebody else gets something out of it.
This whole thing's for us, man.
So when you originally started out, and I think it was even before you were under the Basham name, when you're with the
Honeydew's Home Projects.
So you were doing everything, right? You were selling the job, then going out on the site. You were doing the work, delivering everything. So
I was my least favorite employee.
Yep, and that's exactly who I am at this point. So my question to you is, knowing you, I know like you like things a certain way, like you want to make sure things are done right on a job. So when you started, what was that process like for you when you started bringing other people in, and you started, you had to have somebody subcontract for the plumbing piece, or whatever different pieces you started building that team that you have now. How was that? Because now I feel like just from seeing you out on jobs and stuff, I feel like you handle it pretty well. You've got good relationship with these people, and they know what to expect. They know what you are wanting. So like you've worked together for a while, but there had to be that like transition period where you were going from doing everything yourself to then relying on some other people and like learning how to do that. Maybe talk through that a little bit.
Yeah, that's. I did not expect you to ask me that. There's a reason I'm on page 7 of my yellow pages, and you know what that is. When I did start, when it was Honeydew's Home Projects, and I transitioned into Basham Construction, I actually talked about this a couple days ago with my kids, because Alan Eshy said this to me like years ago, and he was on a while back. But he basically said, you'll never be content or happy being like, because I wanted to be a sales manager and run a bunch of sales guys. And he's like, the problem you're going to have is you're going to be so pissed off because you're not going to find guys that work like you. And it pissed me off for a long time, like years, 10 years. And then I started doing this, and it all kind of came back to me. And it's so cool that he came on the podcast, because I'm still on cloud 9. We're gonna have him back, but everything he taught me, I'm using in my business, like everything. Him and Jay and Bud Meyer, everybody, I use it all. But that's what keeps me, I guess, grounded, keeps me focused and on the right track, is those guys. So then when I decided to go from, Honeydew's to Basham Construction, I need help, right? I need cabinet installers, I need electricians, plumbers, all the things, because I cannot do it all by myself. That's why I'm on page 7. I probably have spoken with or used probably 80% of everybody in Central Indiana. I mean, I am a savage when it comes to finding talent. You have no idea. When I'm on my phone, I am not looking for memes. I am looking for talent. Like, I'm looking for the next best tile guy. I'm looking for the next best electrician, the next best whatever. And I always, when I add people, I'm not replacing people. Like, we're busy enough. We need to keep adding people, right? People go on vacations. People, some people quit. They just get tired of it because they can't handle it. And that's completely fine. I've had those thoughts myself, but I'm not going to quit. So yeah, that is a huge piece. Do not discount your character. Do not discount your work ethic, your drive, your commitment, your goals, because nobody's going to fight for this like you are. Nobody. Your mom, your dad, nobody's going to fight for you like this. It's only you. And you cannot have any room for anybody to come in there and dismantle that, period. I've let people go this year because of selfish intentions, because they're literally out for themselves, or they're not in it for you. It's very clear, right? So you got to get rid of those people, because again, if you allow it, you're allowing the rest of your organization to do the same, and you can't do that. So it's very critical. The people we do hire, and thank you for that. You're right. We do have a very good synergized team. We have some of the best electricians, the best plumber, roofer, framer, trim guy, cabinet installer, flooring installer, you name it. We can build anything, and we can hang with anybody. Like, we do have the team, like a championship level winning team. I feel that way. Do I feel that way every day of the year? No. But I know if it's time to compete, we're going in there and we're going to win. We may not win every time, but that's the mindset. We feel good enough and confident enough with the team that we have to win.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I have a couple more. This is kind of out of left field here, but let's say tomorrow you woke up, or maybe next
Are we
week.
shooting right now?
Yeah. So let's say you woke up and all of a sudden construction is no longer an option. You still have all your skills, but the robots took over.
Mm-hmm.
They can build everything now, so construction's no longer a thing. What do you think you would do to make money if you couldn't do construction?
If I couldn't do construction,
Yep.
That's a good question too. I am not one-dimensional. I can do other things than construction, and I'm a firm believer with technology. Now, you saying robots take over, that's probably new for a lot of us. But let's just say that construction ended today. I'd be, the morning I woke up realizing the construction's over, it'd be zero different than when I decided to start Basham Construction. I got super excited and super nervous at the same time. It's almost a feeling of you're going to throw up, but you're hungry. I don't even know if that makes sense to most people. That's what it is. I was so excited. I'll never forget the car ride I took, and I'll explain this to you. Sometimes your friends aren't your friends, but I'll explain that to you too. I was so excited. Like, it was a horrible day, but it's also the best day of my life. And things happen for you, not to you. But I'm a firm believer that if you stick to that, there's opportunities everywhere. There's so many opportunities. You may not be in construction. You may be doing something completely different. But if you have that drive, that will to win, that will to compete, that will to hold my beer and watch this, I'll figure it out mentality, there's nothing you can't do. There really isn't. I come from a single A high school, man. I graduated 47 out of 57 in a single A high school. My kids make fun of me all the time. Brooklyn's award show on show choir, the senior class, just the awards of the senior class was bigger than my graduating class, if that gives you anything. So I ain't shit, man. I don't have much of it. So if I can do that with a mindset change and a commitment and a will to win, shit, anybody can do it. So it's literally a decision you have to make internally, and you don't let anybody come in and disrupt that. The second you let somebody do it, they're living your life for you. So you got to make that decision like, I love you, I don't care, but nobody's getting in because I'm seeing this thing through, and I'm going to win. We're all going to win. And there is a zero compromise to that.